Hi everyone, welcome to my next live for Rhonda's readings. So I'm coming to you from YouTube and Facebook. Just wait for people to join me. Alrighty. Okay, so I'll just give some people some time. Okay. Hi Sarah, thanks for watching. Welcome. I believe I have a couple of people on YouTube as well. Hi Joanne. Hi Maria, thanks for watching. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. It's still early, so just waiting for people to join me. Hi Sarah, thanks for saying hi. Alrighty, and apologies to the YouTube viewers, but I had problems with my screen last week. It actually just went blank, and I assumed there was a problem with it, and I restarted it, and it turned out that there wasn't a problem. I just, for some reason, had a bit of a lag, and I couldn't actually see my screen. So, apologies for that. Hi, Mel, Annie. Hi, Maria. Hi, Sarah. Hi to people on YouTube as well. Thanks for watching. Alrighty, so I do these lives at 4 o'clock on Fridays. Hi Liam, thanks for watching. So I'm broadcasting on Facebook and YouTube as well. I do these lives on Fridays at 4 o'clock and Tuesdays at 7 o'clock, which is tonight. Last Tuesday night, I posted some exciting news that I'd be doing a live. Hi Troy, thanks for watching. So last Tuesday night, I posted an exciting news that I'd be doing a live with Sabina, Sabina Ivankovic, who is a face reader. Unfortunately, Facebook had other ideas. It turns out now that you need special permission to be able to broadcast live with another person. So there are some people that do it, but they obviously pay for the privilege of being able to do it. So I wasn't actually able to do it as planned tonight with Sabina. So what Sabina has very kindly and graciously done for me is read those 8 people. So there were 8 people that posted on that thread last week asking if people would like face readings. So those 8 people posted selfies of themselves for the readings. And what I've actually done is I've collated a video for Sabina and I've posted that on my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Readings. I've also posted a link to that on my Facebook page. So it's called Vlog 10, and I've also called it a part of Rhonda's Reading 6, which is this. This is my 6th live. Hi, Rebecca. Thanks for watching. I hope you're well. Yeah, so I won't be doing face readings tonight because that's not what I do. But an interesting fact, though, I actually listened to the readings that she did, and I psychically picked up on very similar things. So I was actually a little bit freaky. So although face reading is a science, psychic work is obviously tuning into the energy. We obviously work differently. It was really, really pretty cool to find out that we both basically did the same thing. We read the same thing. So yeah, just very exciting. So you've got that video to watch. It goes for about half an hour. That's looking at face reading, particularly if you're one of those 8 people that are sending their selfie, because your face will be read. And I've also left the contact details in the YouTube clip for getting hold of Sabina to ask how she works and to book in for a face reading. Hi, Narelle. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. All right, yeah. So Joanne, yours is definitely there, and it was pretty cool. I think she picked up for you the creativity, which is what I picked up in terms of your work choices. So that was really pretty cool. So thank you again for the validation. I'm still getting. Can you not see my video, Narelle? I can see myself, so maybe it's settings at your end. Can everyone else see me and hear me? Okay. If someone else could confirm, other than Narelle, who's tuned in. All right. So just so that you know, I'm still available for private readings. I only just do quick readings here on the lives. You can contact me through Facebook or YouTube. My website's rhondasreadings.com. I included my latest blog actually in the face reading. So thank you, Troy. Thanks. Appreciate it. Narelle, so yeah, it must be problems your end. I'm sorry. Maybe just the usual stop and start again. kind of thing. Yeah, it might be internet connection, Sarah. I've done my very first live. I actually did outside, and my internet connection was terrible. So, yeah, it might be that. All right. So obviously you're here for psychic readings, or to ask me any questions. So fire away. I think I did actually miss one. Liam's asked about your singing career, and are there any messages from Amy on the other side? Yeah, I mean, Amy had amazing wisdom. She's with you a lot, and I feel like she's with you more so when you've had changes, and that's in relationships and yeah, because it feels like relationships, like your energy's really cleared. I know you posted something about that, but it just feels like it's a clearer energy to let love in, is what I'm feeling than last time you asked. I can't remember what that was. I feel like Amy's there to sort of help guide you with all aspects of your life. She just was someone who was very wise about, you could talk to her about anything and she'd have knowledge about it. So yeah, she's definitely with you. Singing career, I've got a really positive about this male teacher. I feel like he's really good for you, and he's going to really help inspire your songwriting as well. I'm still getting really strong. I'm really feeling a push to songwriting more so than singing, but that's obviously going to change over time. But this guy's a wealth of information and experience, I feel. Yeah, thanks, Joanne. Yeah, thank you, Sabina. She did an amazing job with her face readings. Hi, Robert. Thanks for watching. So, Robert, I was saying earlier that Sabina is not joining me. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do lives on Facebook with another person. So I have got a vlog that I've posted. It's called Vlog 10 with face reading, and you're definitely on it. Oh, thank you, beautiful. I'll call you beautiful too. There you go. I can be a charming psychic as well, Robert. Okay, Melanie. It is Melanie, but it's separated. Any messages from your dad? Well, Melanie, I'm getting your dad could be a bit of a complicated character. Really, someone who sort of, yeah, no, I feel like you could see that in his facial features when he was kind of, yeah, I feel like he had unusual. I'm seeing Prince George, you know, the little kid who's, you know, he walks and he does weird things with his mouth when he's thinking. I feel like that was like your dad, or your dad was obviously an adult, but I feel like your dad had unusual mannerisms, particularly to do with his mouth, like his tongue and that sort of thing. He used to do that a lot when he'd think, and I feel like his thoughts weren't always obvious to people. He used to really hold his chest close to his heart. Yeah, so I feel like your dad was a little difficult to read at times and a little difficult to understand. What he's telling me is he's helping. There's a bit of conflict between two women. I actually don't feel like it's you directly, and it feels like one might be a sister, but the other one's more distant. So someone who's made contact with your sister recently. If it's not a sister, it's a sister-like energy to you. He's saying that he's helping with conflict with that. He's helping them communicate better because he didn't communicate better, kind of thing. And it's interesting, it's not something he would normally get involved. He wouldn't get involved in like secret women's business, Melanie. But he's saying he's helping them communicate to get to a resolution. He's saying that the resolution is about a month away. So I don't know if there's any conflict or any mediation between two women around you, but that's what he's helping you with. And what if you've lost something? He's showing me that you've lost something recently. You've been looking for something, and he's got it. He's showing me his hands, but he's like he's it's like something with a bit of a cord or a chain or something attached, and he's showing it to me like he's moving his hand so quickly that I can't actually see what it is. So he's not telling me what it is that you've lost, but he's saying it's in a cupboard between two towels. Like you've got towels stacked up somewhere in a cupboard, and he's saying it's in between them. So just have a look there. Like literally, like if you can't find it, make sure you get every towel out of the house because it'll definitely be as every towel sort of out of that cupboard, because it's definitely between two towels. All right, so I hope that helps, Melanie. Oh, and hi, Jay, just 87 from YouTube. Hi. If you were tuned in last week, YouTube, apologies, I lost my feed. But welcome back. All right, so I've got a message from Sarah. Can I tell you anything about Roy contacting me? Not really, to be honest, Sarah. He's a bit. I feel like he's keeping his distance at the moment. It's like he's a bit fearful of you sorting yourself out, or you sort of how he's going to be received by you is what I'm feeling. But it actually feels like it's a good time for you to be just focusing on yourself and not him. I'm feeling the energy of two men around you in a possible, feels like Roy's a possible relationship sort of material. He's either a good mate that you could possibly have a relationship with. And it feels like he's the far better option than the other one. But I do feel like it's sort of leave it as it is. So don't stress about contacting him, and don't wait for him to contact you, because I feel like that energy is coming back to you when you're more receptive. I feel like if Roy was to contact you, you wouldn't be receptive to it at the moment. It's almost like he would say something and you would take offense or be defensive about it. So I feel like just don't think about the two guys at the moment. Really concentrate on yourself, your new job. Just you're sort of like emotionally clearing away energy, I feel. And I feel like when you're more receptive, then he'll contact you, and it'll be literally that when you least expect it. And I can see more of a close friendship with you too. I feel like he's better, he's a bit wiser for you, is what I'm feeling. Okay, so that was just Facebook questions. So I've still got more to come. I'm just looking at YouTube. Hi, just Silk. I'll call you Silk rather than saying your full name. Yeah, absolutely. You can ask a question, Silk. That's fine. Oh, Robert blew me a kiss. Aren't you a little flirt, Robert? Okay, Robert's asked for any messages from Mum and Dad. Wow, I'm feeling your mum's in. I think you've asked that before, and I felt your dad's energy more clearly last time, I think it was. I'm actually feeling your mum's energy a bit more. Your mum felt frustrated with health issues. It's like she knew what to do but didn't sort of do it to help herself, kind of thing. I feel like when she was in her living, she was just, it's almost like she would sort of procrastinate but then be really productive. But then, like, it's like her energy would, and what was going on with your mum's eyes? It's like she had a really, I just feel like my eyes are opening up and I can see things more beautifully. Your mum had a really unique way of seeing the beauty in people. It's like she would sort of, it's almost like your mum was psychic, and your mum would have a way, she'd look at a person and the first couple of minutes she'd actually know, like psychically she'd know where they're at in life, like what had happened in their life, what their heartbreaks had been, and she just sort of have a psychic connection with people and understand people. So she's saying she had just a really beautiful and unique way of seeing the world. And what your mum's saying, although you're very fun-loving, Robert, and come across as very outgoing, your mum's saying you do share that sort of sensitive side that she had, and you do sort of think about things more than people realise. Like you'd notice people more than you'd realise. And she's saying you get that from her. She's saying you get your softness and your kindness from her. You've sort of, and your psychic ability from her. You've got that ability to understand people. But your mum would sort of do that before speaking to us, and she'd just have a knowing. She's very claircognizant, clairsentient. She's also clairaudient, she told me. So she used to hear messages and hear sort of the synchronicities and the patterns through her ears. But she's saying she's sort of like you got the wisdom, like she's saying, and your dad and mum are kind of bickering. Like she's saying you got your wisdom through her, and your dad just piped up and said no, it was from me, and then you got looks from your dad. So your parents had an interesting relationship. They kind of teased each other a lot in private, but it's sweet. So I hope that helps, Robert. Thanks, Liam. Oh, thanks, Melanie. I hope that made sense. Let me know what that lost object is as well. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Alrighty, MJ Perry. Any messages from your family? Now I've just lost my. I don't know if you can still see me, but I think I've lost myself. I'm just going to look at something. Oh, there I go. Here I'm back again. All right, so I got that confirmation. So I'll just do one more Facebook one and then go back to the YouTube. And you also, Silk, you don't need to ask permission to ask a question. Just ask. Okay, so MJ Perry, any messages from your family? You have who was the man around you that had an arm injury? And I'm getting the left arm. I feel like he didn't have full, like from the forearm down to the hand, like didn't have full use of his left arm. Because there's a man that's come forward and he's not telling us. He's saying there's a family connection, but he's not telling me how that connection was to you. He had a knack for languages. He was very almost like an intuitive, like a musical you can play by ear. But he had like a scratched myself. Just just had an intuitive ability to pick up languages and be able to communicate. No, he's not actually saying. He's just sort of standing there and showing his hand. He's not saying much, but he's saying he had a knack for languages. And he had an interest in travel, but he wasn't able to travel as much as he wanted. He said he travelled a little bit, but not as much as he wanted to. No, I'm going to leave it there. He's still there, so I've just prompted him to communicate with me because he's not actually telling me anything, MJ Perry. So I haven't forgotten about you, but I'm just going to go on to the next question and hope that he talks. Okay. And also, MJ Perry, your face was read by Sabina, and I've actually posted that as a separate video. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a live with Sabina. Okay, so back to YouTube. Silk has asked, why did the March 10th Pisces come into my path? My emotions change when it comes to her. Like now, I'm mad because I feel she has told my business and has been lying. I just have to put it out there, Silk, that I'm not an astrologer. I know a little bit about astrology, but I'm not the right person to ask. So all I'm doing is the psychic reading, tuning into your energy psychically. In terms of your emotions change, I feel like it's a bit of a release, and I feel like that release is a bit overdue. I feel like, and I'm actually getting told 14, so I feel it's either 14 months away or 14 weeks ago. I feel like it's got 14 weeks confirmed. So whatever happened 14, so you can look at a calendar, look at what happened 14 weeks ago. I feel like that sort of frustration, that anxiety was in your energy, and that's sort of coming out, and now that's releasing emotionally. Is what I feel. And I feel like anger is a part of that release. I'm just getting, because I feel she has told my business and has been lying. I don't actually understand what that means. I feel like with the business side of things, there's a bit of miscommunication. I actually feel like there's frustration from miscommunication, but I don't feel like that's anything sort of new. And it's more sort of about like the policies and procedures. I feel like it's like you're overdue for an overhaul to reassess how you do things. I feel like you need to sort of stop and reassess on the business work side of thing before you do anything else. I'm not sure what you mean by the lying. I So I feel like you've got two different things. I feel like you're emotionally releasing, and when that happens, like your business, your work side of things, I feel like that's when things come to a head, because it's sort of, you're hyper emotional, or you're moody, and I'm also feeling a bit of fear and a bit of sadness mixed in with that. So quite a lot of emotions. But I feel like the business, the running of the business, or the shortfalls in the running of the business have become more obvious because you've been emotional. Is my answer to that, Silk. So I'll leave it at that. I'm not picking up on any astrological thing. It's just tuning into your energy. So I hope that answers your question, Silk. You've told her private things, that what I mean by business. Yeah, I'm not picking up any clarity to that. What I'm picking up is sort of something around your policies and procedures with your business. It just needs a bit of tidying up, fine tuning. And I feel like the emotional release is something related to what happened to you 14 weeks ago. So, so I'll leave it at that. Thanks, Silk. All right. MJ Perry, back to you. No, he's still not saying anything. It's really just, yeah, the energy I'm picking up is that he's really stubborn, and I don't know why he's showing me his hand. He's not able to move. He's waving his other arm around, but he's not able to move that hand. So, let me know if that makes any sense to you, because it doesn't make sense to me. But if you can sort of direct me a bit more, hopefully that will start a conversation with him. All right, so I'm obviously back on Facebook now, and Silk has retracted the messages. That's okay. All right, so Joanne has asked for guidance on health issues in your family. Well, I think it's just a son you have. Well, I'm picking up a male energy. I'm feeling a bit of digestive issues with your son. I don't know whether he's just, I don't even know how old he'd be, but I feel like there's like there's been growth spurts with him, and it's left him depleted of nutrients. I feel there's some sort of digestive issues around him. So I feel like he's being a bit sort of run down, that sort of thing. I'm actually feeling the energy a bit low in your household, and I feel like that's sort of manifesting in you sort of procrastinating. And I feel like your husband's working more. Like it's kind of like you've I feel like you've all dealt with it in your own sort of way. I feel like you benefit from saging the house, just energetically clearing the house, or even I don't know whether your son's or your husband has any interest in crystals. And I don't normally get much on crystals, but I feel like crystals would actually help, just to help clear that energy, I feel. And it'd be worthwhile with your son getting to have a blood test, or even see a naturopath and look at nutrients and diet. I just feel like he needs sort of. I feel like you are a very healthy family, you diet and exercise, but I feel like your son just needs a little bit more at the moment. And I feel like that's. And I actually feel like your husband. Anything to do with your son, I feel like he sort of holds on to it emotionally. I feel like he sort of holds on to it emotionally. So he'd sort of work more, kind of thing. Whereas you emotionally would sort of procrastinate. So I feel like the key to that with health issues in your family is go to a naturopath or a dietitian with your son, and just give him the extra nutrients that he's lacking. I feel that would help. So I hope that answers your question, Joanne, because you're an amazing cook. I'm smelling beautiful foods and really healthy foods. So I feel like you're an amazing cook, but it's just something that's lacking just because of his growth spurts at the moment. And I feel like there's two more coming with the growth spurts. All right, so I hope that helps, Joanne. And hi to the new people watching. I haven't scrolled down. I think it's Donna. I think it's Vicky. Can't see the other ones. So Narelle has asked about Alex and Zoran. Oh, Narelle. yeah, so apologies, I wasn't able to do a combined live with Sabina. It turns out you need to pay to be able to do it on Facebook. So I've got it on a video on my YouTube channel. It's vlog 10, and I've posted that on my Facebook group, Rhonda's Readings and Rocks. And I've also posted my latest vlog about face reading from my website, rhondasreadings.com. Yeah, so if there weren't technical issues, Sabina would be here. Wow, it's really weird. With Alex and Zoran, are they pets? I feel like they're more like loved, like four-legged sort of pets. They're not your children. I feel like they're your fur babies. It's kind of like, I feel like they're sort of almost like treated like pets. So no offense if they are your children, but I feel like they're sort of, it's almost like they're sort of like pets in the house, or it's like they've got their little place in the house, is what I feel. I feel like they're very competitive with each other, Alex and Zoran. I feel like they really try to outdo each other, and almost like try to outdo each other at the same level or at the same age, is what I'm feeling. So that makes me think they're children, because that's what I'm feeling, like a competitive sort of children energy about them, is what I'm feeling. Okay, I'm just trying to read as I'm going along. Oh, that's okay. Sorry to hear your connection is interrupted, Sarah. Thanks for that. Oh, thank you, Colleen. Yes, the link is in the previous post on my Rhonda's readings. All right, so thanks, Joanne. Okay, welcome back, Troy. Okay, Troy has asked if Christine has anything she wishes to tell you. Well, she hasn't slapped me this time, so that's good. I think the last time I read for you with Christine, she slapped me because I was asking questions to confirm or validate, and she said, "Well, Troy already knows that," and she slapped me. So she hasn't done that. What I'm feeling is she's giving you a big hug. Yeah, particularly last year was quite difficult for you, sort of, and I'm getting drawn to sort of mid, like, June to August, sort of last year. I feel like that was quite emotionally quite difficult, and she's telling me she hugged you a lot. She's also telling me she lies in bed with you and she has her head on against your chest. So that's what she's telling me she does. One of your sons is more, so you've got two boys. One of your sons is really quite sensitive. It feels like it's the one that lives with you, and it feels like she's making herself be known, her presence known to him as well as to you. Yeah, he's noticing. I feels like with him, she's like he's someone who sort of would go to, like, go have a shower, put something down, and then go to pick it up. Like, sort of, it's almost like he leaves things. He puts something down when he goes past it, and then goes to get it back. But she's saying that she moves it, is what she's saying. And she's doing that to sort of get him to lighten up, almost like to do it and sort of laugh about it, like as in, just lighten up. It's funny kind of thing, that sort of thing. So she's sort of, yeah, it feels like she's around you and your son, that son particularly, quite a lot. And she approves of the other son's girlfriend. She actually likes her. She's saying she's saying that he's going to learn a lot about himself in this relationship. Yeah, and it's that you're going to see a lot of personal growth, and it's going to be like, wow, my son's a man kind of thing now. Like, you're going to feel a lot of pride with him, is what she's saying. So I hope that helps, Troy. Hi, Donna. Thanks for watching. You can't see me? I can see myself. Yeah, I'm in New South Wales, Donna. Okay, I'm just going to go. I'm doing a live on Facebook and YouTube, so I'm just going to go to YouTube and have a look. Silk has asked, is the person I think about mostly now meant to be lovers? I got told a no, Silk. No, I feel like that's bad timing with the other person. And Aaron has asked, yeah, Aaron, feel free to ask a question. You don't need to ask a question, just ask what the question is. Because I'm going in between Facebook and YouTube. So, hi Kim, thanks for watching. Anything for you, Donna? Yeah, I feel like clarity around study is really close if you've not had it already. I actually feel like there's a woman you've spoken. It feels like a man and a woman, like faculty deans or something, you've spoken to and you've had clarity. It's like the one that you've spoken to has spoken to the other one, and you'll hear, you'll talk to sort of both of them, and you'll get a bit of clarity. So I feel like that's quite positive with the clarity of that. Yeah, I've just got goosebumps. It just feels like it's gonna almost like a pay it forward by 3, like help kids at such a young age to really help in the future, like help the community. Like it's got an amazing community benefit and education and just an amazing kindness to it is what I feel. They're really headed, really healing energy from the studying that you're doing and helping children. Yeah, so if there's the main person you're speaking to about the uni, about your studies, if it's a male, he'll be talking about a female, or if it's a female, it's talking about the male, the one that they're speaking to about your project. I feel like there's value in sitting down with the 2 of them and speaking to the 2 of them together, is what I'm feeling. So if you're not already decided exactly what you're doing, I feel like there'll be either subset to that or something with more of a meaning, which is really going to help. Okay, so thanks, Don. I'll come back to Facebook in a minute. I'll just head over to YouTube. So Aaron has asked if I see any reconciliation between you and this girl, Alyssa. Yeah, I do actually. I feel like Alyssa's a bit stubborn, and you can be a bit stubborn too, Aaron. I feel like you both need to be kind to each other. I feel like you're kind of both you're both sort of approaching it from a bit of ego at the moment. And I mean that in no disrespectful way, but I feel like you need to sort of drop the ego a bit, and I feel like you being kind to her. Yeah, I still feel like there's a connection though. And it may be that you sort of start back as friends or something. But I do feel like you need to instigate by being kind to her. And I feel like that will start the talk again. But I do actually have a positive feeling about Alyssa. I don't know whether you're both Sagittarian or you're both fire signs, but I feel like the energy is almost like you would sort of completely clash or be amazing for each other, as in be partners that bring out the best in each other. So I feel like if you sort of take a step, drop the ego a bit, take a step back, be kind to her, put that intent out there, make contact with her, I feel like she'll reciprocate that. And then you'll start talking again. But I feel like that's your best chance of that happening. All right, so thanks for the question, Aaron. Okay. All right, so back to Facebook. Maria has asked, any messages for you? Well, Maria, is your father still alive? I know there's conflict there with your father. I actually don't feel like he's very well at all. If you haven't heard from him, I feel like there'll be some sort of communication that he'll be in hospital or that sort of thing. And it kind of feels like same old, but I feel like you need to sort of go and see him and just sort of let him go. Like almost say like, I forgive you, I'll let you go kind of thing. Just as your own sort of closure kind of thing. So I feel like there's going to be sort of some communication with your dad and just sort of closure with you. And I feel like you're going to be the better person and just say, whatever, Dad, if that makes you happy, I'm happy you're happy or something, and walk out. I feel like you'll have a conversation like that. So that's what I'm feeling. But yeah, I don't feel like your dad is well, and I don't feel like he makes very good lifestyle decisions. It's almost like he feeds off the energy from getting the sympathy of being the victim. But I feel like his health is sort of catching up with him, Maria. Hi, Kim. Thanks for watching. Thank you, MJ Perry. Yeah, Sabina was great, wasn't she? So thank you for that confirmation for Sabina. I'll pass that on. Yeah, MJ Perry. It's really weird that he didn't come forward. He just was showing his arm, but it was the left arm that had damage. He had like a scarring from the forearm down to the hand, and wasn't able to use that hand. So ask who that. So see if you can identify who that was from that description, and see whether he was able to speak or whether he was someone that didn't talk much, because that would be confirmation that that was his personality. That's why I didn't want to speak. And very impatient too. He was kind of not saying anything, and I was asking him, but then he was tapping his foot impatiently. So, which doesn't help me. It doesn't help you. All right, so I think I've answered those. Hi, Vicky. Thanks for watching. Okay. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Rachel. I hope you're well too. All right. I'll get to you in a moment, Vicky. I'll just go back to YouTube. Murray has asked if there's anything exciting going to happen this month. Yeah, I feel like celebrations. I don't know whether you're going to a wedding or you're getting married, or it feels like an engagement wedding type celebration is what I'm feeling. Like it feels like there'll be a lot of family around. So if it's not your own family, you'll be around a family that you feel familiar with. So that's what I'm feeling. There is certainly celebration this month. I'm actually, and I just got corrected, February and March. So the next sort of 6 weeks, couple of months is what I'm feeling. So Aaron's just said you've tried to reach out in the past with no luck. I feel like don't drop the attitude. So really just put out that kind intent. So say something complimentary or kind is what I feel like. I feel like just putting it out there with not expecting it in return. So that's what I'm feeling with that. Okay, so back to Facebook. Vicky has asked, what do I see for your daughter with the situation she's going through? Will she be safe at the end? I'm not straight away being told yes. I feel like she needs to be precautious, not precautious. She needs to listen to advice and take precautions. Yeah, I feel like things are a bit tricky, and feels like she needs to watch what she's saying. Don't know whether it's a domestic violence sort of situation, but I just feel like it's really sort of complicated, just with an emotion. So I feel like she needs to she needs to listen. She needs to get advice if she hasn't already, and she needs to listen to that advice, and she needs to just be trust her instincts and just take precautions is what I'm feeling. So I haven't got a yes straight away, but that's what I feel she needs to do. Rachel has asked for any messages from your dad. Your dad's not happy with something you've decided recently, and I feel like it was like a decision made today or yesterday. Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like you've not had all the information available. So have a look at, and it feels like it's sort of like a banking finance decision. So whatever you've sort of decided around money, the money situation, I feel like you haven't had the information. Your dad was quite practical with money, so I feel like you need to just contact whoever you've made that decision with, and just make sure you've got all the information. So that's what I'm picking up from your dad. Hi, Sabina. Thanks for watching. I've had oh, great. You've been viewing the YouTube. I've had some really positive messages from people with a Facebook reading saying how accurate you were. So Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for that. I'm just going to head back over to YouTube. Yeah, Aaron, I feel like there is still a connection with your ex. So just do what I suggested and sort of leave it at that. And then that's I feel like that's the way of breaking through that ice, to have that connection. But I feel like you'll be friends and then see where that takes you. Okay, Silk has asked if your mum has anything you want to tell me. She wants to tell you. She's saying watch your back. She's saying I don't know whether you're a labourer or you do manual work for a living, but she's saying watch your back. So make sure you're lifting things properly and doing things like that. So it's more sort of a health warning. And I'm actually feeling really tight. I've got as soon as she said that, I felt tightness in between my shoulder blades, like back pain and lower back pain. So yeah, so whether that resonates with you or your mum, but I feel like she was quite sensible with watching your back. And also something about your feet. I don't know whether you're meant to be wearing orthotic silk, but you're not. So she wants you to be careful about your feet. And is there some sort of a travel or something coming up with you? She's also saying watch your back with the travel. So obviously be mindful about the luggage and how you carry that, is what I'm feeling. All right, thanks for that. So I'll head back to Facebook. Robin, thanks for watching. Ian, thanks for watching. Yes, thank you, Troy. That's very good that Christina didn't slap me. His name is Harry. Oh, that's your dad's name, is it? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. She definitely hugs you. And it's like she like it's like a frontal hug and also sometimes a bear hug. I don't know whether you guys used to. That was a joke between you. You'd sort of give her a bear hug, or she'd give you a bear hug. Just the, not sort of like an intimate hug, but just like a fun sort of that sort of thing. So she's saying that she occasionally gives you a bear hug, but it's mostly like a frontal hug, is what she's saying. Hi, Joanne. So Joanne says, thanks, Rhonda. I've suspected exactly what you have said. I'll continue that pathway. It's difficult to get a teenager to eat healthy. Yeah, look, I feel like he does eat healthy around you, but he doesn't when he's not around you. It's almost like a bit of a defiance he's allowed to because you're not there. Yeah, but I do feel like he is lacking. And I've got a bit of a metallic sort of taste in my mouth. So there's some like maybe like calcium, magnesium, zinc, like something like that. He'll be lacking. All right, and Troy said both boys have high intuitiveness. Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I just feel like I assume it's the younger one that's living with you. The younger one's a bit sort of sensitive and a bit too hard on himself. Yeah, so great, thank you for confirming that. The older son's living with the girlfriend. Yeah, so I feel like it's the younger son that she's really trying to just make a bit more lighthearted, like just do things to sort of play tricks on him and just sort of lighten up a bit. And she's saying that you can help as well with that, Troy. You can, just engage in activities that he finds fun, just so you can sort of be together and not talk. I feel like that's by not talking, he'll then talk to you more. But I actually feel like you have a very good relationship with both your boys. Is it an anniversary or something? I'm wondering if that's on your younger son's mind, if there's an anniversary or something with Christina. Sorry, Christine. I'm not sure whether that's what your younger son is picking up on. Hi, Linda. Thanks for watching. Oh, thank you, Troy, for the validation, saying everything's spot on and accurate, as I always am. Thank you. Yeah, okay, Donna. So you've just said you're not sure. Oh, so that is what happened. It was a collaboration between a male and female. Yeah, I get that it's feeling overwhelming at the moment. You're not sure if you want to continue. I do feel that I feel the amazing healing potential of what you could be doing, helping children sort of, and helping their parents and helping their community. So if it is that you don't decide not to study, speak to those two people about sort of incorporating that in daily practice or in the community, because I feel like there's so much potential in that healing aspect of it. Yeah, so definitely try that. Hi, Kerry. Thanks for watching. All right, I'm still going back to it. Aaron has asked to connect privately. I'm doing a live feed now, so I can't do that. But my website is rhondasreadings.com, and my email address is psychicmediumrhonda@hotmail.com. And my Facebook group is Rhonda's Readings and Rocks, so you can contact me through one of those, or comment on YouTube. Or I think you can actually message people on YouTube as well. All right, so I'm still, I'm just back to Facebook and reading. So Troy's just said, and just another validation for you, Rhonda, I can smell Christine's aroma beside me when she's beside me in our bed. Beautiful. So you've got that clear olfaction, Troy, that clear smelling. It's always right above my chest and not there when I get up and go to a bedside, but returns once you lie back in bed. Yeah, absolutely. And that's what she told me. She lies on your chest in bed. All right. Thanks for that, Rachel. That's your mum's name, Kath. Hi, Pam. Thanks for watching. Oh, your mum's watching as well now, Rach. Okay, so any connections from Harry? He's telling me he can eat now properly. There was an issue with his teeth or gums. He wasn't able to eat. He found that frustrating when he was here in the living. He's also directing me to pain sort of in the back of sort of like the temple back sort of. So I don't know whether he had sort of a head injury or he hit his head, but he was aware of having a sore head, is what Harry's telling me. He didn't like his name being shortened. Don't know whether someone tried to call him Haz or Hazza or something. He kind of maybe sort of a blokey sort of thing to do, but he didn't actually like it, and he didn't actually like he didn't actually like he doesn't actually like anyone's name being shortened. He likes people. It's very sort of formal. Harry was like very, if someone had a name, he wanted people to be respectful and call them by the full name. Is what he's showing me. So, Rachel, I don't know whether someone. I feel like you're similar in that people would. Some people call you Rachel, some people call you Rach, but I feel like there's someone around you that's shortening your name that you don't necessarily feel comfortable with. So your dad's saying he wants you to speak up to that person and say, well, actually, I prefer to be called Rachel. And it feels like a female sort of around a work sort of situation, someone who's just being a bit sort of irritating. But he's saying he wants you just to block that, just sort of like stop that so that it doesn't actually happen, is what he's telling me. Rach, has your mum got sort of a throat, sort of esophagus issues? What Harry's saying is he's helping her he's helping her to clear her throat. Yeah, so it's a bit of a weird one. So I don't know whether that means if your mum doesn't have that sort of physical pain in the throat, it's that she's not speaking her truth. She's not saying something. So that's interesting. I've got that message about your name. and also the message for your mum that she's got to speak her truth. She's got to say what needs to be said. There's a man in the family who's been a bit frustrating. He's a bit, don't know whether he's got a bit of sort of dementia or someone. He doesn't, and I'm getting he's sort of maybe 60, 70, so he's not that old, but it's like he sort of tries to help and then he sort of buggers it all up. Like he's not that sort of competent. I feel like he's a bit frustrating. So I feel like the throat sort of issue with your mum is about speaking her power, speaking up to him, almost like blocking him access to something or somewhere so that he doesn't actually go and do that. And is there a sort of like a family celebration or get together coming up? I feel like your mum's going to make sure he has nothing to do with the planning or involvement in that, because he'll just bugger it up. So that's what that's what your dad's telling me. So I hope that helps. And Sabina, if you're still watching, I've had validation from 4 people now. So thank you so much. That your readings are amazing, and it was really interesting as I was watching it and making the video. I validated what she said because it's things I'd picked up on previously. Yeah, really did. All right, so hi Pauline, thanks for watching. Oh, great, Troy. So thanks for that confirmation. Your younger son is like you, likes to joke around. Yeah, I do feel like he's still a bit more sensitive than he needs to be. And your mum's, whenever he's having a sort of a down moment where he's over analysing it, Christine she'll move something on him and just remind him of that. All right, so Sarah's asked for any message from Carolyn or Aaron. Are they in the living? I don't feel like they've passed. I don't know. Yeah, it's I don't feel that they've passed. I've got a bad feeling about Aaron. Carolyn, I feel, was a bit sort of fickle sometimes. Like she'd sort of play people against each other. So I feel like both those energies are a little difficult to read. It feels like you could take a long time and try to understand them, and the more time it took, the less you'd understand them, kind of thing, is what I'm feeling, Sarah. So I feel like the take-home message for you is standing in your own power and not letting people waste your time, even if it's just like a 10-minute phone call. That's 10 minutes out of your time, and it's, if you then think about that for another half an hour, that's 40 minutes out of your time. So I feel like it's about standing in your power. Okay, so I've had a few more people. Hi Tia, thanks for watching. Oh, Anzac Day. Okay, thanks Troy. Because I actually feel like your younger son is thinking about that, and I don't know whether this is an anniversary, like it's the 5th year or something like that, but I feel like he's thinking about the date, or he's thinking of planning something for Anzac Day. So I feel like you should go with it. Let him involve him in the planning of your commemoration or whatever you do. Are you actually looking at, I feel like you're going to a coastal area. I can see you sort of going for like a coastal walk and doing that. So maybe plan a trip or do something like that. But just chat to your son, and I feel like he'll ask if you can go. You can all go away together. I actually feel like he misses his older brother as well. I feel like he's happy for him, but he misses it. So don't be surprised if he wants to go away with his dad and his brother, and not the girlfriend. I feel like he likes the girlfriend, but just having some time just to celebrate his mum's life. That's what I'm feeling. Hi, Danny. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I've just got a comment from Rach saying thank you. Yeah, you never liked being called Rach as a child, and your parents never called you Rach. You just deal with it now. Yeah, she's not speaking. Your mum's not speaking up. Well, she really needs to. I hope you can identify who this guy is that from the description I've made. In terms of the sort of the cognitive decline, it's like he'll say something to you or your mum. No, I just got told your mum. He'll say something to her and then repeat it and say, oh, did I really say that, kind of thing? Oh, you do know who it is. Okay. Yeah, your mum's 60th and he won't be involved. Yeah, absolutely. Your dad would like move heaven and earth to not have him bugger it up, basically. Like he'd, not make his car start, or he'd like drop something on his head or do something so that he wouldn't do it. Like honestly, you'll enjoy it more without him. But your dad's 100% on your side and your mum's side. So thank you so much for that validation. And I don't even know this guy, but I don't like him. I want to punch him in the head. So I get your frustration with him. All right. So, oh, okay. So that's the number significance. Thank you, Troy. So March 21st this year is Christine's anniversary, and 21st wedding anniversary. So that's the confirmation of the numbers. Thank you. Hi, Alice. Thanks, Sarah. All right, so I'm just going to pop over to YouTube and have a look. Silk, I got a no to that. I feel like no news is good news. It's like you're not ready to have that conversation yet. Whatever conversation you think you're meant to have, I don't feel like you will have it yet. And how do I see the next 2 weeks going? Hi, Billy Barney. I feel like slowly, not as productive as you want. I feel like it's a bit slowly, a bit more thought needs to take place. And thank you to the person who sent me the private message. I have a feeling of what it's about, but I haven't had a chance to read it. I'm gathering that I sort of touched on a bit of a sensitive thing, so hopefully I was diplomatic in the way I said it, but I'm happy to chat to you after this. All right, so oh, beautiful Troy, you're going to Polar Play later this year. He does miss hanging out with his big brother. Yeah, 100%, 100%. And even if you just, even on the 21st of each month, just have a dinner with your two boys, I feel like that would, like, they'd look forward to it. Like he'd be excited about what to cook, that sort of thing. So yeah, I just feel like the three of you would just love to do that. And I feel like your son's girlfriend is creative as well. She'd like the night to herself to knit or whatever it is she does. All right, Kim's asked anything for you this week. Kim, I'm feeling like your son's a bit emotional this week. Yeah, I feel like things are not what they seem. So if he's not been upfront about that, I feel like you need to check he's okay. Or if he has been upfront about it, he's not as okay as he said. So I feel like just spend a bit of time with him is what I'm feeling. I know you asked about yourself, but I feel like that's about him. And I feel like there's an opportunity to do more shifts or something at work. There's a bit of a bit of an opportunity about that. Rachel said only hopes he drops something on his head. Yeah, it will be humorous. Like if he's coming to visit or something stupid will happen, and if it's something dropping on his head, you'll laugh about it. Alrighty, so thanks for it. I think I've scrolled down to all the questions. If anyone from Facebook did have a question for me, please post it again because I've missed it all. Okay, and just going over to YouTube. Is your new job going to contact me soon? I feel like a no. I feel like you need to contact them. I don't feel like they're good with timing. Yeah, not good with timing at all. I don't feel. I feel like, if they say they're going to do something, they won't do it by that time, is what I'm feeling. Okay, so just going back to Facebook, I'm going to wrap it up shortly. Alice has asked if there's anything for Mep, which I'm assuming means me, you. Okay, I'm actually going to pull a card for you because didn't get anything straight away. Yeah, so Kim, I do feel like you'll be offered more shifts. And it'll kind of, I actually feel like it'll be, it feels like you've had a conversation asking for more shifts at work, but you've not sort of done it yet, or you sort of did it, but then there hasn't been a need. And I feel like, and I don't know if there's a change in manager there as well, but I feel like there'll almost be a test. They'll ask if you can work, like, can you come to work in an hour or so? And it's almost like a test. So I think you should be doing it. Hi, welcome back, Sarah. All right, so I've just got my cards. I'm just going to pick out a card for you. I've got a bit of card I got for you was Pride. And the card, so this is for Alice, and the card that popped out was Determination. I actually felt a bit of pain with you, sort of lower abdominal, like appendix type pain. I don't know whether you've had your appendix out, but I just feel like that's, I actually feel like that's a bit of a warning to you to sort of slow down. You do take a lot of pride in your work, and you are very determined. You're very headstrong as well. I actually feel like whatever you've been working on, I feel like there's a project coming to completion by sort of March, April. So a work or possibly work study project that's coming to completion. I actually feel like you need to sort of slow down your pace a bit at the moment. And I feel like your guides will communicate by giving you a bit of a stomach ache, like an appendix type pain. So I feel like you need to sort of just slow down and reflect a bit, because I feel like you will sort of change your mind in the way that you're going to complete it. And it feels like sort of like there's an event to sort of commemorate the way you're completing it. And I feel like that's sort of, you're just going to have to sort of stop and slow down to give a bit of thought to that, is what I'm feeling, Alice. Alrighty, so that was my last reading on Facebook. Thank you for your questions. Just going to go over to YouTube. I'm going to answer someone new. Okay, so you're new. So Phantom has asked. So Phantom is a Gemini male and has asked if there's someone new coming your way soon. Feels like a romantic. Yeah, it does. It does actually feel like there's someone new, and it feels like a romantic sort of connection. And it feels like this person's a bit shy, so you'll kind of have to really, really get to know them before you sort of have a relationship. But yeah, I do feel, and it actually feels like this person's already in your energy, like someone you're already chatting to, and it's kind of like a connection. A connection with friends, I feel. So so if it's not a direct connection, it's a connection through friends. And I feel like they're not going to be, yeah, I feel like when you realize who it is, you won't think they're shy, but they actually are shy. And, you know, some people can be like that. It can be really sociable and friendly and chatty and all the rest of it. And you don't actually realize till you get to know them that they're a little bit shy or a little bit cautious in a relationship sort of thing. So, because I do actually feel, Phantom, that you're quite out there and you're fine at connecting with them, but perhaps there's a bit of hesitation in sort of getting to know you on a deeper level, like not knowing whether you're compatible. So I feel like you need to sort of ask that open-ended question or put it out there that you're free to chat, kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like that's how you'll play that, is what I'm feeling. Alrighty, well, thank you everyone for watching. So I do my live readings on Facebook and YouTube every Friday at 4 o'clock and Tuesday at 7 o'clock. For those of you who sent in a selfie last week on my Facebook page, Rhonda's Readings and Rocks, if you sent in a selfie for a face reading by Sabina Ivankovic, please have a look at my Facebook group and my YouTube. I've posted it as vlog 10, so that's the face reading. So I posted the person's name and picture and the face reading that Sabina's picked up. And I've also left on that contact details to contact Sabina directly to have a reading if you'd like your face reading. So it's actually a scientific method to it. I don't do it myself. I do the psychic readings by tuning into energy. But Sabina is available to do readings. So I've left her phone number, her email address, and her website on the YouTube blog. So contact her if you'd like readings. I've actually had 2 inquiries tonight about booking in for a private read with me. My Facebook group is Rhonda's Reading. Sorry, www.rhondasreadings.com. That's my website. My YouTube channel is Rhonda's Readings. My Facebook group is Rhonda's Readings and Rocks. My email address is psychicmediumrhonda@outlook.com. So feel free to contact me if you'd like a private reading. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and thank you so much for your validations. I can see that some people have sent me private messages on Facebook, and I'll endeavour to read them and reply. All right, so thank you so much for watching, everyone. Bye.